Hello everyone, welcome back for another update on the Ness River Railroad. A lot has happened since my last video update. You can see something's happened here, and you can also, if you've been following any of my photo posts that I've been putting up on the community page, some scenery work and a few other bits. Well, one other bit, shouldn't tell a lie or exaggerate. So yeah, look, let's just crack on. I'll show you guys what I've been up to. Cheers. Okay, everybody, so it looks like I've been doing some scenery work down here. So this is the cement industry and the glacier gravel industry there. So what I've basically done is I've continued down with the foam, then turned into rock down through the back there. Okay, so that creates a nice scenic break. So when the trains come down the main here, still got some brushes up there, so when they come down the main here, they actually disappear out of view for a while. I've coloured and stuff like that the rocks. I've got to get in and do a little bit more, make it a little bit more broken up in colour. It's a bit too uniform there. And my latest lot of trees across the top there. So when I come back and sort of get the overall look happening there, I'm pretty happy with how that's coming along. And then I'll have my my cool bridge up in the background there behind the trees. Got the big coal train sitting on there at the moment, ticking away. What else did I have to do down here? So, so I ended up an eBay purchase getting these gravel hoppers, and I've got 12 of them. But originally the point that I had to put my 2 tracks into this industry was down here, and it was too short. So I've actually lifted that point, moved it back, and you can see I've had to put more cork down, and I haven't taken the old cork up, but I've actually added that in, or made that there so I can fit a cut of 6 coal wagons in each one. So all right, so that's this area. I'll stop talking about that just for now, and yeah, we'll continue. Okay, so with the turnout moved up to here, what I've done is, so this is how I envisage I can work this industry. I've picked these coal wagons up that have been left on the interchange area around to the left of the scene. So it's pushed half the rake into each track, and there we can pull out the one, we can do this a bit slower for operational needs and things like that if we have to, of course. Now the frog's not wide on that point, so it can be a bit dicky going across there, being just a 4-axle unit, but he's got through. So yeah, so he can, load them out. Now all of these coal hoppers, or these gravel hoppers I should say, are going to be customised into my own little industry for here. So I don't know whether I'll just patch them and go down that path, or actually do a full unique livery or not. So we'll see. But yeah, so then you can come in here, pick up those, bring them out. She's got them out. Bit more there, David. Just a little bit more. There we go. Once he's got them out, you can put them in. The empty ones can go under. There we go. So what did I say? 6 and 6. So that first hen one there. So now they can get loaded, and then we can take out 12 full cars of gravel. Exciting stuff. Alright, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this little area is going. one of the reasons I wanted to, I'll just stop him there for now. One of the reasons I wanted to concentrate on getting this area going was I felt like I was doing a lot of building and everything, and I had stuff that needed to get more details done. So that's what I decided to do. So speaking of building, let's move along. All right, so pardon the mess everybody, but yeah, so the track actually to join the extension has begun. So that point there that a few of my friends were always worried about, the point to nowhere, that now comes down on here. And I've got a test loco down in here at the moment. And that goes to a Y, and there's the other track will go up the other side, up the back there. I haven't laid the track down yet. I've just got, oh, hello, camera jolted. I've just got the sub road bed down there. And I've actually, because this is a main line, I've put a bit of, try to put a bit of, if I get it, like super elevation under the edges of that bit of the track there, and also down here. So yeah, that'll be quite a nice a viewing point for the layout. Trains can, oh crikey, what's going on there? Trains can sweep along down there and down across there, and then they'll disappear off into the new section. And you can see I've got a block there so I don't accidentally send any trains flying. So that's that bit. But let's move on to the more significant development. All right, everyone. So I have a wheat industry, or a grain industry, I should say. So this is what I've been working on this week. So you've seen posts in the past of when I painted up these kits, and once again I was in my mind thinking I keep on wanting to expand and build more bench work. Well, how about I get some more stuff done? So that's what I've done here. So originally my idea for any industry that I was going to put in here before I decided on these was actually going to come out down the old back side of the main, off the old layout, but I decided to rip that out. There was a point in here, number 10 I think. I ripped him out, he just goes straight through now. And so instead, off this line here, we go number 7, and then it goes into a loop here. And all right everyone, I'm just interrupting the video because I didn't realize what I was wearing, and what you're going to see next is rather disturbing, or not disturbing. So this morning my wife and I had been down at Adult Riders and doing some horse riding, and I was wearing my riding breeches, which you wear long socks with. Well, I wear long socks with. And then I was so excited to get in the train room. When I got home, I just whacked on shorts and left on the long socks. I don't always wear shorts with long socks. Please believe me, I don't always do that. So anyway, the stupid hat, I wear them all the time. Anyway, on with the video. I've got to decide whether I want to have, say, 2 different silos operating, or if I wanted to, say, grab the silos off that, kit bash this and make this just one big silo complex. I kind of like the idea of having an A and a B complex. One can operate one time, one can operate another time, things like that. So yes, and then I was just going to put a loop, just a plain old loop. Now this is all on its own circuit. I've got an AR, or wasn't its own, got an AR1 reverser here. So I've got isolating joiners there, okay? And so then I was just going to have the 2 possibly, and then I thought, but if I have a long grain train, then the tail end will be out on the main whilst I'm doing work here. And a couple of days ago I was on the Pacific Western website, and I was looking at some of their cool grain hoppers that they have, and they actually showed that to get a long grain train in, they actually put this extra loop in here. So I can actually now get in off the main entirely with every one of my 3 bay hoppers that I have, and get it in and around here and work and fill, and then head off back to the main once it's full. So yeah, I kind of like the twin towers sort of look there, but if you guys think I should just do one big complex, I don't know, drop a comment or something like that. So how about I'll stop talking and we'll actually run a train in here. All right. Oh, and also these are micro engineering points, these ones, number 6s that they make. And I must say, I had a lot of not issues, they're lovely points and everything, but I'm so used to working with the Atlas ones that took me a little bit of getting used to. So anyway, here we go. All right, everyone, let's bring the empty grain out of staging. I think I've got a cat trying to get in. So it's going to come through these number 10 points here, off the back main there. And then by moving the access to the grain complex to here, I can actually, because of those crossover there, arrive and depart off either track, which I think is kind of cool. So we'll just get in to come in through here. I haven't put any throw bars on these points yet, so I've got to get to that. So here we go. We're in the grain complex. The lead of the train is anyway. So we'll turn the camera around and we'll watch the rest. Yeah, coming in empty to the grain complex. Heading through the first silo there. These are still kind of just mocked up if you can't quite tell. Still need to work on them a bit. Now the radiuses in here are pretty tight, but I figure it's an industry area. You're never going to be, highballing or anything like that. And, I wanted to have it, so it's just a small sacrifice I had to make. So as an example, if you see the train there, with the tail still being out of view, I would not be able to start loading there or there without having which way is he going to go? Have I thrown him? Yep, he's going to come through. So I wouldn't be able to load without having the tail end out on the main. So he can come in here. So that's probably the tightest bit where the lead locos have just gone through. So we'll just pull him up there. Okay, now in this video that I watched, I didn't realise that the way this particular complex ran, the main drivers brought the train in, and then when it was time to ready to load, a different crew took over control of the train, the loading crew did. So there you go, you could halt there, loading crew take over, in we go. We can then, Now I have put dropper wires off the frogs on these micro engineering points. I just haven't hooked them up yet because they've just got ground throws at this point in time. I will eventually have switch motors on those ones, I reckon. So of course, if you're doing it prototypical and stuff like that, we'd be going a lot slower through there, just crawling through. But we're doing this just to show you guys what I've achieved. So there comes the tail end. So switch that. I definitely want a switch motor on that one because it's such a bit of a reach. I don't want to have to reach over and possibly break anything reaching over the layout. And they're through there. And now they can disappear out onto the main. So there we are, heading back out onto the main. Now these are two non-sound locos I've got going here. Just gone over the AR1. And this time I'm going to leave these points closed, and it's actually going to head off up the hill that way. So I'm pretty happy with that. I hope you guys think what I've done there works. I can imagine, I'll just pull him up there now, so we'll just stop him there. So I can imagine there'll be, if I have friends over operating, a few beers could be drunk, or coffees could be drunk whilst we're sitting here and slowly watching the trains go through the grain industry. So there's that. So we're pretty much done. Just a quick one. I've also been assembling my Walters truss bridge. And there's the old Atlas one. There's one I had for the old layout for something that was never going to happen. But what I don't understand is I've acquired 3 of these Warren truss bridges. I've never bought one of them in my life. I don't know how this has happened, but there you go. I have 3 of them. Anyway, that's all. All right, I've turned off the sound. So that's it, everybody. I reckon that was a pretty good update. So yeah, like I said, I'm super happy with what I've created there. It's a good little focal point too when you first come into the layout room, and yeah, we can sit here and watch grain trains load up. So yeah, look, thanks as always for everyone who watches my videos. Like, subscribe, comment, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, so I put a poll up on the community page about whether you guys like the still photos that I put up as updates, and it's 50-50. So I enjoy doing it, so I'll keep doing it, I reckon, even if it just shows you a little sort of a preview of what might be happening in the next layout update. So I'm still on annual leave at the moment, so that's why I've been able to get a fair bit done. And also, once again, the air conditioner has just changed my life. I can just work in here happily. It's fantastic. So anyway, thanks everyone. I hope you've enjoyed watching it today, and I don't know when my next one will be, but until then, look after yourself, and see you next time. Bye.